All right, so I'm going to give everyone one more minute just to answer the poll below us and just to get signed in. And then we're going to get started. All right, so guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully everyone's voted in the poll. So first things first, you guys will notice that the screen just changed. As you could see, you all kind of figured out the chat feature already. So the chat feature is now below us. If you have any questions at any time, that's where you can ask them. Everybody can see those questions. If you have another question that you want to maybe just ask to me, in the bottom right hand corner, now you see the question and answer box. So that actually sends me a question directly and everybody won't see that question. So if it's something that you want to share with everyone that you think will be helpful for everybody to know, pop it in the chat. That's just like a chat room. Question and answer actually tells me, ask me a question. The next thing I want to show you guys is I'm actually going to drag myself over here. Somewhere above my head, there should be like a little icon of a person raising their hand. So if you click on the arrow next to that guy, you'll see these are all the different icons that you can choose that will come up next to your name. So you guys see where it says attendees in the top right hand corner. If you click on one of these, like raise your hand, it will come up with a little symbol next to you and it will kind of signal to me like I have a question, I'm happy, you know, what's going on with you. So at any time throughout the next hour, if you have a question or you want me to slow down or if I'm going too fast or, you know, whatever it is, just make sure that you either ask a question or that you put, you know, a symbol up next to you. So it's a little, that's how I'm going to get feedback. I'm speaking and you guys can hear and see me, but I can't hear or see you. So you just need to make sure that you're communicating with me about anything that you may need throughout the webinar. Okay? I'm going to take lower my hand. All right, so those are the different features that we're going to see throughout. I'm going to pop myself back over here. So let's get to the first poll question that you guys asked. So right now I'm going to broadcast the results. And I'm going to actually end the poll. So if we look at that right now, it seems like we have a majority of the people who are in this workshop right now have not yet tried flipping a lesson. So we only have about 6 people that have tried to flip before. And that's a pretty good amount because most people that I talk to haven't thought about flipping, aren't flipping yet, aren't really sure where to start. And it's my hope that by the end of today, I'll have given you a tool so that even if you're not super comfortable with flipping the classroom, at least it's a step in the right direction on, you know, what you can do to flip your classroom. Okay? Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to show you guys is we're going to talk about what flipping the classroom actually is. So the screen's going to change again. And hopefully there's something showing up in the center of your screen that says, what is a flipped lesson? So a flipped lesson is a shift in the idea of the instruction is happening in the classroom and then students go home and do their homework and then they're kind of, you know, stuck on a concept or an idea. The only way that they can really communicate with you is through an email, and there's no guarantee that you'll see the email until the next day. And now the child comes to class the next day and they don't have their homework and now they're behind. So the shift with the flipped lesson is that instead the instructional piece takes place after school at home, and then when they come in and they see you, then they can ask questions, they can work in more collaborative groups, they can do higher order thinking lessons. So it's going to be a change in the process. It's not necessarily a video that you have to show at home, but some kind of activity where the instruction is going to come through. So for me, I think it's important to just make note that you need to be careful to not get into a rut and just show traditional lectures through a video in order to flip your classroom. So it's boring to go home every day and to have to watch, you know, someone standing up there lecturing about a concept. So with Edpuzzle, which I'm going to show you guys in a little bit, it will be different. It's a little bit more interactive. Yes, it involves a video, but it's going to be more interactive than just a straight up video, traditional lecture. So if you guys notice in the center of the screen down there, over there, it says, what's a flipped classroom to you and what makes it effective? So if you guys just take a couple of seconds to just type your answer in there, that would be great. You don't have to submit it when you submit anything in any of these polls. I think you might just have to press enter in the short answer ones, but there's no submit or send button. So just take a couple of seconds to jot that down, the answer. All right, let's see. Tammy has her hand raised. Tammy, if you just want to type the question either to me in the question and answer or in the chat if you want everyone to be able to see it. Guys, if you're not sure, Nick just made a really good suggestion. Just click that little, it looks like an arrow with a little document to send your answer. I got 16 of them, so it looks like most of them probably went through. So it's okay. I'm going to share the answers. If it didn't go through, it's totally fine. So just hold on 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to look through some of these answers. I front load it with a video or a brain pop. That's a great idea. Are my students read assignments online? Let's see. The kids do a lot of teaching based on what they learn. Great. Flip classrooms and science lesson. This is awesome. It looks like most of us are on the same page. We all have pretty much the same idea that's being submitted here. Pre-learn the material, switching the instruction. They have a better concept of learning. This is great. Okay, good. So we all know what, we all have the same definition, we all have the same meaning, and what really makes flipped classrooms effective. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is for Edpuzzle, I'm going to show you guys what it's gonna look like from a student perspective first, because I think it's important for you to understand what your students see, and then we're gonna work on what the teacher sees and how you set up the Edpuzzle from that direction. So the screen's going to change again. And now you should no longer see me, but just hear me. So just make sure that if you have any questions, just ask them in the chat or in the question and answer section. When I show this to you guys, it actually is going to take over my screen. So if I'm not answering questions right away, that's why. But I will stop occasionally and check it out in case anyone has any questions. Okay? So I'm going to show you the student perspective right now. How about now? Do you guys see the Moodle screen that I see? Better? Good? Okay. Oh, they're popping up on the side. Okay, good. Awesome. Okay. So when your student logs on to your Moodle page, you can have a link to Edpuzzle, and then you can provide the class code for them. So in this case, it's EG 2003. So what the students would do is they can click on this link to Edpuzzle. And now they're on the site here. And where it says on the right-hand side, where it says Teachers Start Now, it's free. Below that, they're going to say, I'm a new student for the first time when they log in. So when I click I'm a new student, now it looks like a traditional sign-up page. Some of your students may have a Gmail account and they might want to sign up with Google. That's completely up to them. I mean, if you use Google Docs with your students and you already know that they have a Google account, you might want to encourage them to sign up with Google, but by no means do they have to have a Gmail account or a Google account or anything like that. So what they can do is put their first name in there. So I'm going to say Susan, and my username is going to be Sample Susan, and I'm going to put in a password. Confirm my password, and I'm going to click sign up. Uh-oh, nickname already exists. Okay, so now they have this new screen where it says add a class. Students are going to click on add a class, and it's going to ask them to enter that class code there. So I'm going to go back to the Moodle page. It's EG 2003. So I can put in here EG 2003. And now I want to join the class. So it pops up right away and says click here to start, and it lets me know that this activity has not been started yet. So if I click start, a video comes up. So this video is on the impact of the French and Indian War on the American Revolution. So I'm going to press play.
Welcome to another episode of Social Studies Shorts. Today we will be learning about the French and Indian War and the impact that it had on the American Revolution. Okay, the French and Indian War. As far as we can tell from history, French and Indian War took place in the years 1754 to 1763. And remember, this is a battle primarily of the British colonies from Virginia to Nova.
Okay, so I won't make you listen to the entire video about the French and Indian War. Although it's a riveting topic, I'll stop it there. So what I'm going to do is actually advance it a little bit further so that we can get near this sound speaker with like this yellow marker here, because I want you guys to see what happens when we get there.
Dominating and wiping up the battlefield with the French.
He means to say the French are wiping up the battlefield with the British. He means to say that the French are winning this war.
And
so in this example, the video that was made, that was chosen from YouTube, the person making that video actually makes a mistake and says that the French and the British, he mistakes it. So he doesn't say French and British, he says French and French. So to correct it, the teacher actually puts a voice note in just to make sure that it's not confusing for the students. I'm going to skip ahead again because I want to now get near one of these question marks with the green sign. Okay, sorry about that.
they're going to tax? That's right, the colonists that they protected.
Okay, so now the video stops at that point, and on the right-hand side, a question pops up and says, make a prediction. Why do you think Britain had to spend so much money on the French and Indian War? And what the student can actually do is fill out their answer to this question and press submit. So they can rewatch if they weren't really paying attention to the video before. So I'm going to say, because they like to spend money. And I'm going to submit my answer. And then I press continue.
So very quickly they go from happy.
And the video continues playing. And so the same thing will happen for the next question and for the last question. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how you would do it from the teacher perspective. All right, so I'm going to switch screens, guys. In this part, I want you guys to be able to tab back and forth or open a separate window. So I'm going to give you guys some time. I'm going to slow down when I get to the next section. So any questions, just shout them out. All right. All right. So I just switched the screen again. You'll notice in the top right-hand corner, it now says click on the link and then click browse to. So if you guys click where it says Edpuzzle, then I want you guys to click browse to. And when you do that, the edpuzzle.com should open in a window browser for you guys. Let me just get up here, guys, you can probably see it looks a little bit different from my screen, but it says click on the link, then browse to. So click on here and then just click browse to. So hopefully it opens up a window for Edpuzzle. And this is what Edpuzzle should look like when you guys first get to that page. Okay, so since nobody probably has an account, what I need you guys to do is click on that big blue button that says Teacher Start Now. So what's going to happen is, I know you guys can hear or see the chat right now in one screen. I want you to leave that screen and just listen to me and go to the open window that has Edpuzzle. I'm going to like talk you guys through it. You might not be able to watch me follow along, or you can watch and follow along and then you can try it. But hopefully you're on edpuzzle.com and you're going to click on that big blue button that says Teachers Start Now. So once you click on Teachers Start Now, it should ask you to sign up. If it doesn't ask you to sign up, there's a green button on the top. It's green, it says sign up. We want to get to that so that you have the same screen that I have. So you might just want to scroll back and look at what I have right now. It says sign up as a teacher. It should have that orange button, the G+ sign up with Google. When you get there, I want you guys to just fill out your full name, your email address, your password, and confirm the password. If you do have a Google account that you use to sign up for things like this, then feel free to sign up with Google. And when you're all ready to submit it, just click sign up. And when you're done with that, you can let me know somehow. Type in the chat or just give me a thumbs up in the icons. I'm going to go back to the screen where I'm sharing. And you guys should have a screen that looks like this, where it has create a video, create a class, create an assignment, watch analytics. Yours will probably be all green and not blurred out like what mine are. And so the very first step is going to be with the video portion. So if you click where it says check my videos, it's going to open to a new screen. And in the top right hand corner, it's going to say upload video, and it's going to say create a new video. So what's really cool about Edpuzzle is it gives you the option of creating your own videos and uploading them, or just taking videos that are already out there and using them. So if you click on upload a video, you just have to drag and drop one of your videos that maybe you made in school with one of our Kodak cameras, or you could have recorded on your iPhone or some other mobile device. So that's not the option I'm going to use to show right now, because I don't know how many people actually make their own videos. If we click on create a new video, it's going to come up and it's going to say start by finding a video. So on the left hand side, it says Edpuzzle, YouTube, Vimeo, Khan Academy, LearnZillion, National Geographic, TED, Vertasium, Numberphile, and Crash Course. So what's great about Edpuzzle, I think, in my personal opinion, is that it allows you to search any of these video sites directly through Edpuzzle. So if you wanted to find a YouTube video, you would click on the YouTube tab and then you would search for that. There's a lot of great Vimeo videos. LearnZillion is really great for the elementary teachers. Vertasium is all science videos. My math people, Numberphile, is out there for you guys to look through. And Crash Course is really good for social studies and English teachers. So what I'd like for you guys to do right now is to search through here and find a video that you like. So you might have to click on a couple, you click the play button, you see what they're about, you listen to them, but I want everybody to find a video and then just let me know when you found a video. If you want to just watch me do it. If you go to that first page where it says click on my videos on the top, you're going to click create a new video, this blue button over here, and it's going to come up to here. So I would recommend staying away from Edpuzzle because they already have like those notes and questions already put in there. unless you really like what the person has said or asked, which I found very difficult to find one that I liked. So you want to click on YouTube or Vimeo or Khan Academy, any of the ones on the side, and then just type in a search on the top. And so you should be seeing my screen again, and you can watch that. So I'm going to say, I'm going to use one of these videos. Okay, so when you click use it, you should end up with a video in this editor area, and across the top you're going to see 4 different icons of what you can do to this video. So the first thing that's going to show up in red is going to be the crop button. So I can't even tell you guys how many times I found a video that I like, but I only like a portion of it. So I don't really want to share the whole thing with it, and I end up having to go to TubeChop and then chopping out part of it, which is fine, and then having to save the link and share that link with everyone. What's great about Edpuzzle is that you can actually crop out part of it. So if I was watching this video, which is about Khan Academy.
Hi, my name is Sal Khan. I'm the founder and faculty of the Khan Academy, and we're trying to educate the world.
Okay, and say that's all I want of the video, even though it continues on for, another minute and a half. So what I would do is I see these red tab buttons down here. These are my crop buttons, and as I slide them, I either get more or less of the video. So I'm going to slide it down to where that black marker is, and that's the only portion of this video that I'm going to want. So if I'm happy with how much that I've cropped, what I'm going to do in the top right-hand corner, there's a green button that says next. So I'm going to click next, and it's going to tell me that the video has been saved. Automatically now it's going to take me to the second icon, and the second icon you guys can see up there is called audio track. So you may find a really awesome video, and you may want to record your own voice but with the picture. So you might not like, maybe the person is monotone in it, or maybe it's in a different language and you just want the visuals. So what you can do is you can actually record your own audio track. And to do that, you would click on this microphone, and it's probably going to prompt you to allow you to use your camera and your microphone. So for this example, I'm going to say allow. Okay, now I'm recording the Gates notes, starting with footnotes, and this is going to be about the Khan Academy. So now this is Sal Khan, and he's the founder of the Khan Academy. So I could play this back and listen to it, or I could remove it, or I could reset the whole recording. So I don't actually want my voice to go with this video, so I'm going to reset the whole recording. And I'm not going to record any audio track because I don't have to, and I'm going to click next. So now the third thing that I can do, and what we saw before when the teacher actually corrected some misinformation that was going on in that video, is to record an audio note. So with an audio note, I can drag this audio note to the part of the video where I want it to appear. So maybe you want to interject something that happened in class in the video, or you want to remind kids that this is very important and it may appear on a test, or you just want to signal some instructions or directions at the beginning. So you might want to say, okay guys, I want you to watch this video, I want you to take notes, or I want you to really pay close attention because tomorrow in class we're going to do something. And so basically you can give them some kind of direction and they can hear your voice. So once you place this audio note at the part of the video that you want, you click on that microphone that appears on the tab. And now I'm recording my voice. I can preview it. And now I'm recording my voice. And I can decide that I want to remove it or I can leave it there. And then I can select a new area and click again. Here's another note. And click again. Here's another note. And if I don't like it, I can trash it, or I can continue adding notes. So I can remove all the notes, remove the last note, and I can keep doing this for different points throughout the video. So if I'm satisfied with that, then I can click next again. Might just take a second to upload these sounds for me.